post more than once, you know. My teeth feel so yucky. I should have brushed my teeth. Yeah. It feels like I have hair growing on my teeth. Anyway, sorry. No, y'all didn't need to know that. But anyways, I am recording. So that was recorded. I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I don't know who else is going to be on. It might just be us, and that's totally okay. So, what that is. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to keep this pretty informal because, Rachel, I feel like you've been watching us for a long time, and you kind of know what we're doing as coaches, and I want to really show you, like in your Coach Online office, how to use all that, and we're going to talk about posting your coach announcement and starting inviting and all that good stuff. And so we're going to kind of cover a lot. So, if you have a pen and paper, get it out. If you don't, go get one if you need one. But don't hesitate to stop me and ask questions, okay? So I'm going to share my screen first of all, and then let me get to where I need to be. Hold on. So I can share this with you. I'm going to go ahead and just unmute you guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Timmy. Something's crackling. Let's see. All right. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen first. And, all right, you guys can see my screen. Can you see it right now? Yeah. So in your Coach Online office, so like Christy is really good. Like I'm sure she'll show you all this stuff. But this is your Coach Online office. You've been there, right?
No, I haven't been able to open it. So I don't know if I'm going to have to chat with somebody with Beachbody or something. I can't get into it.
Okay. So what you do is you just go to your, and you probably already know this, but you just go log in, to your account. And then when you scroll over Coach and Coach Online Office, you should be able to get into it. Yeah, that's kind of major. You need to be able to figure that out.
Yeah, I click on that and it just, every time it just takes me back to home.
Well, did you try a different browser? Like Safari, or do you use Internet Explorer or what? It shouldn't matter, but I don't know. It's worth a try.
Well, I started from Bing, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would matter, but it might be worth a try. But this is what it's going to look like, okay? And so this is where we run our business from, and it's pretty cool. It's very overwhelming. I'll say that sometimes I get in here and I'm just kind of like, some of the main things. I'll show you the main things. But your Coach ID is really important, so you definitely need to know your Coach ID, which you should have gotten an email. So, like, you got an email when you signed up, right?
I did. I got an email, and I've got my Coach ID number written down.
Are you able to click on that stuff? Like the videos, the training videos and stuff?
I got a video with the, welcome email.
Yeah.
They went through, the first 30, and,
yeah.
I set up my profile and everything, but it won't let me open the online office.
All right. See, I don't know how that works. Like, I haven't really seen that, the new Coach, the welcome email. I've never seen that welcome video. Like, I've tried to access it myself, but I haven't seen it. So I need to check on that. But this is where your Coach ID is. It'll tell your rank. So you should be currently a coach. Some of you guys who are watching this back that are in here might be Emerald coaches, but this will tell your rank. It should say if you're active or not. So in order to stay active as a coach, you have to have ordered, in a 30-day period, you have to have ordered at least like 50 PV, 50 volume points. If you're drinking Shakeology every month, then that's 90 PV, so you easily hit that. But if you ever just need to delay your Shakeology for financial reasons, or you have too much, you can do that. But you want to stay active for the most part in order to be able to qualify for certain things like rank advancements and Success Club and things like that. So you have to have 50 PV in order to do that. And so down here, don't even look at this volume and all this stuff because that's kind of confusing. But we'll get to that eventually. But your alerts, it will tell you like when you have new people sign up as your customers or order challenge packs, that's here. So if you have 5 new customers, like you can click on that, see their names, you can click on and see what their order was. And so that's what that is. So that's really helpful. So I always go there when I have somebody who signs up. This is where your email is. This right here shows your qualifications for Success Club, for challenge pack sales, for your personal PV, for hitting Success Club. So that's where you'll keep up with that. But under your business, this is where pretty much everything happens as a coach, is under the My Business tab. And so one of the first things that you need to do when you get access is to go in here to My EFT Management, and you want to put in your bank account so that your checks from Beachbody are direct deposited. Because if they're not, then they have to write you a paper check. They charge you for writing a paper check, and then it takes like a couple weeks. You know what? I think Christy might still get paper checks. I'm not sure. But she did for a long time. I don't know what it was with her, but she just wanted a paper check. But they do take out a percentage for actually writing or printing a check. So make sure you go in there and you set that up so that you will have those direct deposits done. Also under your business is you can, your preferred placement. This won't matter right now, but as you sign up coaches under you, whether they're active or working, you'll change this. It should be set to automatic placement. So which basically it would put people on your left leg or your right leg. Again, don't worry about that. Don't let that overwhelm you. Your customers, you can look and see who your customers are. Your orders, you can look to see your personal orders when they ship out. Your customer orders, same things. Your commissions, that's all stuff that you'll get to. But for the most part right now, you just need to do that EFT management and know how to check orders for customers. And that's how you would do that there. The second thing that is really important here for you guys as new coaches is under this video library. If you go down here to the bottom right to where it says video library and you go to trainings, this is where, just as you have, like, I know this sounds crazy, but 5-10 minutes a day, you can go in here and it'll show you how to navigate the office. And these are really short videos. They're not really long. As you can look at, videos about Shakeology. Why should you drink it? There's a 5-step invitation process. There's just a lot of really good training that Beachbody provides for you guys. It's great information, and I see too many coaches who don't take advantage of it. Becca's always kind of like my example. She, as a new coach, whenever she had 10 minutes, she would be in here watching these videos. And I really didn't even have to train her that much. Of course, she had questions, but she just watched these videos and kind of trained herself. And so these videos are really, really helpful, and they're lifesavers. So whenever you have a question or you don't know how to answer somebody, maybe about Shakeology, you can come in here and watch these videos on Shakeology. If you want to look at, let's see, where are the products? If you want to go in here and just familiarize yourself with these different programs, you can watch these. Shalane Extreme, that's one of my favorite programs. If you want to know what it's about, just watch a short video, and that will help you be able to help other people by pairing them up with the right program. So the video library is really, really important. So secondly, or third, I guess I should say, after that, news and training. When you go to training tab, again, this is for you guys. This is for you new coaches, and even for us older coaches. You want to go to this coach tab and get more. And there's a lot of good information here, so read through this, but it's all basically stuff that we're going to go through in Coach Basics. But over here under the Learn How tab, there's a lot of PDFs that I would definitely encourage you to either open and save to your computer, or to open and print off and just make a binder. There's a PDF about how to create a contact list. You can keep up with people that you want to invite or that you have invited. A memory jogger. If you're having trouble just sitting down and making a list of people to invite, this is just literally a document to jog your memory. Go through all your people, your aunts, your uncles, your church members, the lady who cut your hair, stuff like that. So you can start to make a list of those things. How to build relationships, social media do's and don'ts, the invitation process, how to overcome objections. This document is very valuable. And I feel like sometimes in training programs that nobody's reading this because they're like, I got all these objections and I don't know what to say. This really gives you word for word, like how to respond to somebody who has a time objection or a money objection, or, I don't like shakes objection. This is a really good document, and it's one that I would totally print off or have saved to your computer for sure. And so again, business activity tracker. You're going to hear me and Timmy talk about your business activity tracker. This looks crazy overwhelming, but honestly, it's very simple. And if you do these things that are on this business activity tracker, like your business will naturally move forward. And we're going to go over, we call these the vital behaviors, okay? In addition to some other things. So we'll go through that in just a minute. But this is all really valuable. Like, it's just your training. It is the tools that you need to be successful as a coach. And again, Timmy and I will talk about a lot of this stuff, but be in your Coach Online office. Take 5 minutes every day. Make that part of your power hour. Go in there and look at one document or watch one video. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask us in our Coach Basics group, because that is exactly what we are here for, okay? And so the next really important thing, let me stop this share so I can make sure that I have it done right. And Timmy, you jump in if you have anything that you want to add to that for sure. Let's see. Coach Mobile. Okay. Here we go. Let me find you guys again. Okay. And so the next thing as a coach, like when you start to post and to invite and talk about your challenge group and you have people that want to sign up, up here, this URL is coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. This is how you will sign people up as customers. Okay. And so I'm logged in as myself. I'll log out just so you guys can see it. But basically you go to coachmobile.teambeachbody.com and you log in with your Beachbody login information. My computer's being slow. Okay. Let's see. And so it logs me in as me, as Coach Rachel. And so whenever I will have somebody that I want to sign up with a challenge pack, and this is just used for signing people up with challenge packs. So all you have to do is have their email address. Let me find this email address. Hold on a second. Let's see. This is somebody I was talking to earlier that I know didn't have. And it has to be somebody that doesn't already have an account with Beachbody. If they do and they have another coach, you have to do this differently. Like, you have to have them switch and make you their coach. And but if it's somebody new who doesn't have a coach, you just put in their email address and it takes you here. Put in their name. And then you're going to shop. So if somebody wants the 21, this is so simple. Like, I'm breezing through it, but it's so simple. Somebody wants the 21-day fix. You sign them up with the 21-day fix. You choose that. You have to know what flavor of Shakeology. Say chocolate bag. And then you hit OK, and that's it. They've got a 21-day fix challenge pack with a bag of chocolate Shakeology. You hit add to cart, and then you hit submit. And what happens is that they get an email directly to them that shows it has this in there. And all they have to do is click on the link. They have to submit their information, and they sign up, and it automatically makes you their coach. You get credit for their challenge pack order. You get commission from that order, and you get Success Club points from that order. So it's a super simple tool to sign people up as your customers with a challenge pack. Now, if they're not buying a challenge pack, maybe they're just creating a free account, or they're just ordering like the 21-day fix or just Shakeology, you have to use what is called Beachbody links. If you just Google Beachbody links, it'll come up with that link generator. You put your coach ID in, hit submit, and then you copy and paste the link to send to them. Okay. But we'll get to that more as you guys start to have people who are ready to sign up. And please don't think that we expect you to remember all of this, and never have questions about it. But we're just kind of like getting your feet wet here, okay? So launching your business, that is the next big thing that we want to talk to you guys about. Launching your business is totally, this is it. You've got to launch your business. If you signed up as a coach and you're too afraid to ever do it, then you're not going to have a business, right? is just like, like a bricks and mortar business. Like if you were to open up a clothing store or a restaurant and you never told anybody about it, if you didn't advertise, like you wouldn't have any customers, right? So social media is just your advertisement. That's how you get your message out. It's how you get your story out. It's how you get your challenge group ads out. It's everything. Like we run our business on social media, right? So launching your business is just the start. And I know that it's scary. Like I know that it's scary. Like when I posted this 2.5 years ago, like it was not easy. Like I didn't get all excited to put this together and put my picture together and put it out there and think, holy crap, people, are they not going to respond? Like it was scary. I tell my coaches all the time, like I posted it, I clicked submit and I closed my computer and I went to bed. Because I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't know if people would just be silent. I didn't know if people would be like, she's trying to sell something. I didn't know if people, if they would be supportive. And I'm sure I got a little bit of all of it. But, you've got to do it. You've got to put yourself out there because without it, you don't have a business. So I want you to put it on your calendar by tomorrow night, which is Wednesday night, 9:00 p.m. You've got to post your coach announcement. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the less likely you're going to do it. And the longer you wait, the closer it's going to be to Christmas and people are going to be checked out. And so you've got to do this tonight, tomorrow. And then honestly, I would do it again like Sunday night. Because, some people will see it tonight and then there will be people who are not online tonight that will be at another time. So you got to do it more than once for sure. So this is mine. And I shared this with you guys today. And I know that some other coaches shared theirs as well. Excuse me, but it's basically just telling you my story. And honestly, like I took exactly what my coach posted as an example. I edited a few words to make it fit my story and boom, I just put it up there. Like it was not a whole lot of thought. It was not a whole lot of like, I didn't sit down and write this out for hours. Like I just copied hers, made it mine and put it out there. Okay. So that if it's as simple as that, if you want to do it, if you want to add more to it, I would definitely encourage you to do that. But it doesn't need to be super long. It doesn't need to be like a book that people need to scroll through to read. But just a couple paragraphs and give a call to action and give a start date for your challenge group and ask people to join you. You're going to tell them to comment, to send you a message. You can put your email on there, whatever you want to do, but you've got to do this. Okay. And the picture has to be included. I've seen coaches post their coach announcement, never put a picture of themselves and like got zero likes, comments, or anything. And this social media, people get on social media to look at pictures. And so if you don't have a picture, then they're just going to scroll straight past what you have to say. So you definitely need to include a picture. It has to be of you. Obviously, it can't be like some just general image out there from the internet and it's not even you. It's got to be you. But if you have trouble taking a picture, like you don't have somebody to take a picture, set a timer. It can be a before and after picture. It can be a picture of you with your kids. It can be just a picture of you in your workout clothes. It doesn't really matter. Like if you have just a drastic before and after, I'll know a lot of coaches that start who don't. Maybe they're just starting their journey, or maybe they didn't have a ton of weight to lose, but there has to be a picture of you. And that is key. So, photo apps that you can use, a couple are, some of my favorites are Canva. I'm going to type this in here. Let's see. Let me see. Where do I chat? So let's see. Canva. You can do that on your phone or on the computer. Photofy is a good one. I use WordSwag is another one I use a lot. Those are kind of really my main ones that I use for the most part, honestly. Snapseed is a good one just to edit like the appearance of the photo. So those are some of my favorite apps to use for my photos that I do on a day-to-day basis. And those are all free for the most part. You can pay extra for some of the stuff, but they're free pretty much. So you definitely want to post during high traffic times. You want to make sure that there are people online to see your post, obviously. And so the way that you do that is when you go onto Facebook, over to the right side where it lists all the people who are online, or if you're on your phone, I think you have to swipe right to be able to see who's online to chat with. There should be like a little green dot if they're active, if they're online. And so you want to have a lot of people who are green, right? Some high traffic times that I tend to find are around like 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and like I said, after 8 o'clock. So you just choose. I definitely suggest nighttime. I think it's the best time for me personally, but it may be different for you depending on who your audience is. But you definitely want to post it when there are a lot of people online. And you got to give a clear call to action. You can't just put all this out there and say, I'm a coach now, yay, whatever, and not say do something. You've got to give people a call to action. So I'm accepting 5 people into my next clean eating challenge group. Are you in? Comment below. See, I didn't even give a clear call to action on mine, so I'm a bad example. But say, are you in? Comment below with I'm in, or send me a private message. Just give them a couple options, and you'll be surprised at the people who will get on board and at least send you a message or comment. And so what you do next, okay? So after, do you have any questions first, Rachel, about posting your coach announcement?
I don't think I have any questions. I'm kind of waiting for Christy to look over my post before I post.
Okay.
And I know she just got back from a trip.
Okay.
So
if you want to share it with us, that's fine. If you don't, if you want to wait and see what she says first, that's fine too. But we don't care to look at it.
Okay.
Because like I said, you definitely want to get it out there sooner rather than later. Wouldn't you say, Timmy? Yeah. So once you post it, it's exciting. It's you might feel a little sick to your stomach, but it's exciting. Because you're this is a big part of you. Especially you, Rachel. I've been following you for a while, and we've talked for a while. This is a big part of you. This is not something that you just stumbled into or you just, decided on a whim to do. This is something you've invested a lot of thought and prayer into. So it's exciting. And that, putting yourself out there like that is a little nerve-wracking, but people will respond. Most likely they'll either comment, you might get a bunch of private messages. Some people don't get anything, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not cut out to coach or that you can't do this or nobody's watching it. Just may mean that it was a bad time or that people are at Christmas parties or something like that, But no matter what happens, you probably will get some messages. You'll have some conversations start. And I think that's even scarier than the actual posting, or it was for me anyways. I had no idea what to say. Okay. And so don't do what I did, which was just start spewing information and just start talking about challenge packs and Shakeology. Don't do that. Kind of go slow. Ask people a lot of questions. Okay. So that's the first thing, hey, why do you want to, what interests you about the challenge group? Thank you so much for your support. On that post, it was kind of hard for me to put out there, but I've been really working hard on me. What interests you about the challenge group? Or, you want to really figure out, you want to help them make an emotional connection to what they are thinking about considering. Okay. And so this is kind of my conversation process, and I'll post this stuff in Coach Basics so you can look at this stuff too. Okay. But I just start by asking questions. I invite them, either they respond to a post or I invite them one-on-one. And like I said, you really want to help them discover their goal and figure out what their why is. Why do they want to join a challenge group? Why would they benefit from it? And this is just over here in the yellow. That's a list of questions that I tend to ask people at the start. Why do you think you would benefit from this group? What does your eating look like? What's your routine? Do you work? How much weight are you trying to lose? I don't ask all these at once, obviously, but asking 1 or 2 of these questions, you'd be surprised at how much people just start to let go and start to share things. Okay. And so you really want to kind of connect with their why and figure out what would work for them. If it's a nurse who works 12-hour shifts, you don't want to give them an hour-long workout program, right? You want something that's fast and easy, something that they can fit into their day. If it's an older person, you don't want them to do 22-minute hardcore, if they can't do high impact and things like that. So you want to figure out what their goal is, what would work for them, and then start to make suggestions based on that. And again, that's where those videos in the Coach Online Office and learning about those programs are going to help. But also, we don't care to help you. If you have questions that you post it in the Coach Basics group, it's going to help other people who are in there with you too. So, then you would make a suggestion. What I typically do when I'm in a conversation is I say, okay, so based on what you told me, your weight loss goal is this. You have this much time, and and you enjoy this type of workout. So I'm going to suggest maybe the 21 Day Fix. It's a 30-minute program, incorporates weights, cardio, Pilates, and yoga. It's something different every day. The meal planning guide is simple. Watch this video and let me know what you think. And so what I do is when I share a video with them is I go back to that. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I go back to that. Hold on a second. That video library that I showed you guys. And once you get in there, again, Rachel, you know, you'll be able to access that. But I go to that video library. My computer is being weird tonight. And I will copy like the link to a video. So go into my Coach Online Office. Hold on. And learning is doing in my world. So once you do this a few times, you'll figure it out. But you go over here down at the bottom to video library where you see that video, click on English. And so you want to send them, if you want to send them a video about core to force, like there it is right there. But you can scroll over here to some more. And there's typically the ones that are on sale are down here. But core to force, for example, you click share, copy link, and you just copy and paste that into a message to them. And so whenever they look at it, if they decide just right then and there to buy it, it'll have your Coach ID attached to it because you did it from your Coach Online Office. And so I always send videos to people for the most part. Timmy said a good tool to help learn the programs. There's a, oh, I've never seen that. Compare fitness programs. Okay, that's cool. So if you want to copy that link too, that's a good one just to learn about it. But I always send videos. Like I like to send a video because those videos are short. It shows them some of the stuff about the program, about the meal planning guide. Usually, you know, that one, it was a challenge pack one. So if they were to order a challenge pack, it would show them what they'd get as far as Shakeology. And so that is what I do in conversations. And honestly, I usually send a couple of examples or a couple of suggestions. So I might suggest like 21 Day Fix and PiYo, you know, and explain the difference and say, watch those. Tell me which one you think would fit better into your routine or which one you would be more likely to do. And then after I send the videos, I always explain the challenge group. Okay. And I have kind of like just a script, a general script that I use. But the more you talk about it on social media, the more people get it and understand. But I still always explain the challenge group. And it just basically goes something like this. It's a 30-day group done through a closed online Facebook group. Nobody can see inside the group but us what we're posting. You know, mine are scriptural based. We will look at God's word and see what he has to say about our health and what we put into our bodies. You know, we are going to replace a meal every day with Shakeology, which is just a superfood shake. It's like going to the salad bar like 6 times. We're going to help each other. We're going to work out. We're going to post sweaty selfies and encourage one another and just hold each other accountable. And so it's just kind of a couple paragraphs that I send to people. And usually by that point, people are pretty hyped up. Like the workout looks good. They've made that emotional connection to what they want to do. And they understand the challenge group a little bit better. Most of them are pretty like, okay, what does it cost? What do I need to do? And so you are going to get you're going to get objections. Some people may not, but some people may say 160, 140. That's awesome. Sign me up. Some people may not. They might say, I just can't afford that. I just can't do that. And so that's where you're going to have objections. You're going to get time objections, commitment objections, cost objections. And so just expect that. And when I say anticipate objections here, I say that, like, think about that in your wording. So when you explain the challenge group, you want to make sure that they understand that Shakeology is a meal replacement. They're not buying, you know, $100 worth of protein here. They're buying 30 meals that come in one bag. You know, and I always explain that when I talk about what's in the challenge pack. You know, you are buying a month's worth of meals, a month's worth of breakfast, whatever you choose to replace it with. Plus you get a workout program and you get a meal planning guide that tells you exactly what to eat, containers that come with it, and a shaker cup. So, you know, the value really is really good here. You just have to talk about it, and you learn to talk about it in a way that people really understand. Now, is everybody that you talk to going to sign up for the With a Challenge pack? No, that's just not realistic. You know, what do we say, Timmy? Like 1 or 2 out of 10 people typically sign up. So So that's about par for the course. Like, don't expect everybody to be as excited about this as you are. But again, that's where your posting comes in. That's where all that stuff comes into play, creates validity and just, and helps people trust you. So you're going to be posting, you're going to be inviting, you're going to be sharing your coaching announcement and your challenge group ads, but like that day to day, and you're already doing it, Rachel, posting about your workouts, your meal, what you eat, how you make this work for you and your family. That creates trust and just builds credibility for you as a coach. So when it comes to these conversations that you're going to have, these invite processes that you're going to have, that's going to back up everything and going to help people trust you and want to do what you're doing as well. Okay. So when you anticipate objections, like I said, you're going to get, this costs too much. I don't want to drink my meal. I don't have time. And we definitely like to teach you guys to use what we call the feel, felt, found method. You definitely want to relate to people. Like, I can easily say the cost objection. Oh, I totally understand. I felt the same way about Shakeology. I didn't even buy it at first. But what I found was that, a lot of people that I knew were having great results from it. And I just thought if I tried it for 30 days and see what happened, it would be worth a shot. If I hated it, there's a money back guarantee and I can send it back after 30 days, okay, and get my money back. So you can tell people that too. But what I found was that I had more energy. My PMS was way better. Like, I felt like I was getting through my workouts better. I was craving sugar less after 30 days. And so it was really worth that initial investment. And now it's just part of what I do every single day, okay? And so that's one thing. Anticipate those objections and use that feel, felt, found method. So, some people are going to say no. Like I said, if they say no, don't mark them off your list. Just say, if I can help you in any way. Like, I always teach my coaches to, if somebody says no, don't just say, okay, bye, that's it, and don't talk to me anymore. Just kind of move them off that right now list. They'll keep watching you, they'll keep following you, but I always offer them something in even if they say no, like, here's a sample meal plan if you want to follow it for a week and see how you feel, or just keep following me. I'm always posting recipes and clean eating tips. I would love to help you in some way until you decide that a challenge group is right for you. So don't just shut people out when they don't sign up with a challenge pack. So that's definitely a tip that I want our team to because we're here to help people. We're not just here to get Success Club points. We're not just here to sell Shakeology. We're really here to help people, to inspire people, and to make a difference and to show people that you can do this. Okay. So the next thing, do you have any questions, Rachel, about that invite process?
I don't think so.
Okay. You probably will at some point, but right now you might not. So the next thing is getting the people that do sign up into a challenge group. And so you have to create a group on Facebook. And by doing that, you just basically go over here to the left side of your Facebook feed. You scroll down, you go to groups, you create a group. You definitely want to make it private. And then you start adding the people who sign up with a challenge pack. People that you're in conversation with, if they say, yeah, you send them a link and they say, hey, I'm signing up, don't add them to your group until you see the order go through. Okay. I think that Timmy and I can probably both relate to that. We've had lots of people say, yes, get the link. Oh, yes, I'm doing this tonight. And they never do it. Okay. And so, our challenge groups are there. This is something I struggled with for a long time. Why do we not just help everybody? Why do we not just add everybody to these groups, whether they order Shakeology or not? And I do require a challenge pack purchase to join a group, which means Shakeology and a workout program. Now, I do make exceptions just based on my gut and how I feel about people and their if they really are unable to purchase something, because actually I was that girl. I just had the 21-day fix. I didn't have Shakeology when I joined my first challenge group, and look at me now. So, you definitely want to use your judgment on that. But if you say yes to everyone and don't require anyone to order Shakeology, you're not going to have a business. You're not going to make any money. You're not going to help people see the benefits of Shakeology. And quite honestly, my challengers who make that investment in Shakeology and actually use it just do better. They do better. And so they have better results. They have fewer cravings. They just do better. Okay. And so it is definitely a requirement. So you want to create your challenge group and start adding your people there. Now you may be running your first challenge group with your coach, with me, whoever that might be. And that's totally okay. I think that's great if you're not ready to do your own. But I would definitely, after your first or second challenge group, you need to be running your own group, because your challengers are signing up with you. They're not signing up with your coach or with me. They're signing up to be coached by you. And people who sign up with you will do better in a group run by you. That's just something that I've learned and I've seen, just over the past couple of years. So it's totally okay to run a group with your coach once or twice. But after that, you definitely need to be running your own group, because it builds your confidence. Your challengers are going to get better results, and it's just kind of natural. If you want to put your coach in your group that you're running, totally okay. I've done that before too. So, but you got to create your group and start putting people in there. And so like we have guides, you are welcome to our challenge group guides. Like I used Melanie's in the beginning, and I changed them and made them my own. And so, you can do that however you want to, but we definitely have the resources that you need to run a group. Okay. And so that is definitely nothing that you need to worry about. My next challenge group, if you are my coach watching this, I'm not starting one until January 2nd. So, that's what I'm going to be inviting to. So if you're posting and you're inviting, I would definitely be inviting to that. If you're going to do it with me, if you're going to run your own, that's fine. Just have a start date. You definitely need to have a start date for your challenge group. And so that is the next step, is to start actually inviting people to your next challenge group, but you have to know a date. Okay. And so you've launched your business. You've got your challenge group scheduled. How do you find people? Maybe some people responded to you. Maybe some people didn't respond to your coach announcement. Like I said, you're going to want to post it again. But how do you find people? The number one way to find people is to lead by example. Okay. And the way we do that as coaches is through posting on social media. So you definitely want to aim to post, like I say, 3 to 5 times a day. I don't know. I do know some coaches who post 2 to 3 times a day. Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they work at a job where they can't be online. You can schedule posts for sure. But I say just being present like 3 to 5 times a day is really important. Why post that many times a day? Like I said before, it's because different people are on at different times, and you just want to make sure you're capturing, that audience whenever those people are on. So you've got to be present. You've got to be showing up, and you've got to constantly be reminding people of what you're doing. It may seem repetitious. It may seem like, I'm saying the same thing and over. How many times can I post a workout selfie and people care? You would be surprised. You would be surprised at how many people care whether or not you get up and post your workout selfie again tomorrow morning. Within a week or two of me just posting mine, as awkward as they were as a new coach, as weird as I sounded, I was so uncertain of myself. You'd be surprised at how many people would message me and say, hey, thanks for being so consistent, because of you, I got up off the couch this morning and went for a walk, And so people are watching, people are noticing, and that consistency is what's going to make or break you. I promise. I always encourage new coaches to sit down and to write down a list of like 4 or 5 things that kind of define who you are. Maybe you're a full-time mom. Maybe you are a PTO mom. Maybe you are just a clean eating freak. You love to cook and you just love to make these, extravagant dishes, or maybe you keep it simple and you make 3 ingredient meals. Do you have small children? Are you a teacher? Is faith a big part of who you are? Do you love to shop? Do you love to cross stitch? Sit down and write 4 or 5 things that are specific to you. And those are the things that you're going to post about. Just be yourself. Make sure that your posts are adding value in some way, and make sure that all your posts are not just about coaching and Beachbody. Obviously that's a big part of who you are now and what we're doing here. But if you just post about Beachbody and Shakeology all day long, people are going to get sick of you. So share your story, share who you are, share funny things that your kids do, share motivational things, deep things, funny stories, just be yourself, but don't get overwhelmed by trying to post like Timmy, or trying to post like Christy or Becca. Be yourself and make sure it's you that you are putting out there and not someone else. Obviously, you always want to post about your workouts. Like, I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer. You want to daily be posting your workout selfie. And this is how you're going to gain a following. This is how you're going to get people who start to trust you, who really begin to follow you for that added value in your posts. Okay, you're going to post about a challenge group. You are going to post, after you post about your coaching announcement, you're going to put together an ad, an image the next time, and maybe on Sunday night, post about your next challenge group that comes up. Talk about what it involves. When does it start? Is it going to be about new year, new you, meal planning, accountability, prayer, whatever it is, that's what you're going to post about next. And people are going to watch you. They're going to say, hey, she's eating healthy. She's working out. She's getting results. And so when you practice what you preach, when you practice what you're inviting to, people will trust you and they will follow you, whether it's in a challenge group or just on social media for 2 years before they join a challenge group, because that definitely totally happens. But this social media is it's your platform, it's your credibility, and it's what builds your business, okay? So share recipes, share motivational quotes, share recipes for your Shakeology. Whatever it is, just be out there being you and sharing what you're doing as a coach, and people will trust you. So the 4 vital behaviors are, I don't know if this is accurate now. I haven't added the recognition piece, but we have what we call the 4 vital behaviors, which is 1, being proof that the products work. That is posting your workout selfie, talking about Shakeology once or twice a week. Then there's inviting people. You've got to invite people. You can't just post on social media and expect everybody to flock to you. Part of this business, a cornerstone of it is actually getting out there one-on-one, inviting people to a challenge group and to what you are doing, okay? So that's one of the 4 vital behaviors. Following up. So you're going to invite lots of people, and lots of people are either going to say, yeah, let me get back to you, or they're going to say, tell me more, or they're not going to say anything at all. And that's not going to mean that they don't want to join a challenge group. It may mean that they were busy cleaning a dirty diaper, or they were driving down the road when you send them a message or something like that. Or you send them the link and they never got to look at it, or they changed their mind or something like that. But you have to follow up with people. I will tell you that probably 80 to 90% of the Challenge Pack sales that I make are because I follow up with people, okay? People are busy. They're not sure. They don't know what they want to do, or they just forget about your message, okay? So you have to get out there and you have to follow up and you have to keep up with it. So if you're inviting people, you're following up with people, you're adding 2 or 3 people to your social network every single day. And the way that I do that through social media is just to go to so for example, your Facebook page. Hold on just a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Go to your Facebook page. I'm just going to use Facebook as an example. So if you go, I don't know, where does it do that? How Facebook suggests all these friends for you right here. So you might want to just go through here and just see for today, it's suggesting all men to me. I don't want a whole bunch of men, but I might add Tina Moore, people who look like people that I would be friends with. And sometimes, I will go to their page and check them out, see who they are. Do we look like we have anything in common? And so add 2 to 3 people to your friends list every day. And that's going to expand your market. That's going to expand the people who are watching you, who have their eyes on you, who see what you're posting about. And so that is something that I do every single day as well. There was Timmy on my screen. The other thing is recognition. It's not on here, but recognition is a new 4th vital behavior. And that's just recognizing coaches or teammates or, just anybody. Just recognize, shout people out, encourage people. But again, you want to be adding value in everything that you post and in everything that you say to people. So that's really important. But your goals. So your goals for moving forward in this group this month. You want to print out that business activity tracker, and we can post a PDF in Coach Basics. You want to fill it out, put your name on there. It goes week by week. So from Thursday to Wednesday, because that's Beachbody's week, we get paid on every Wednesday. And so you want to follow that business activity tracker throughout the week. It tells you exactly what to do every single day. Let me see if I still have that pulled up. Let's see. Tells you exactly what to do as a new coach, which is basically just to post. It says 4 vital behaviors. It's to post, it's to invite, it's to do your personal development. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot personal development. Timmy, you can't let me forget that. We are reading in this group The Compound Effect. If you don't have it, go order it. You can get it for like $9 from anywhere. The Compound Effect is one of the 4 vital behaviors. It's essential. Don't skip this part. You know, I tell this to every new Coach Basics group. I skipped it for like 3 months and I got so defeated, so down. I didn't see the value in what I was doing. It was hard to rally people, to find people. But I didn't realize that doing those things like posting every day and inviting every day and adding people to my social media network was compounding, and it was bringing me success. I just may not have seen it yet. And that's what this book is all about. And you can see how like worn and tattered mine is. This is actually my second copy. I still read it today. But, you know, as a brand new coach, like I would read through this at night or in the morning after my devotions. And I would like actually pull things from this book just to write about in my workout posts because I didn't know how to be motivational. I didn't know what to say. But I found some stuff in here, okay? But it totally applies to your business. And if you're not doing your personal development, you're going to get defeated and you're going to quit. It's as simple as that. And so that's on here. Do your personal development every day. Stay connected. We have a weekly team call on Monday nights. This call is on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. I realize that you guys are busy. You have kids. You have stuff to do. You may not make these calls all the time, but make it a priority to at least like show up or listen to one of the recordings every single week. I would definitely suggest this one because we're going to kind of help walk you through that first month. And so that's something that you do every day. Add new contacts, invite people to join a challenge group. You're eventually going to invite people to learn about the business and follow up. So that's just a daily to-do list. Like you can't say, I don't know what to do as a coach because it's right there, okay? There's a place to keep up with it as you invite people, write their names down. You can flip it over and write on the back, make notes about people that you have conversations with, but you definitely always want to be in conversations with people. And so print this off, do it, fill it out, send it to your coach every week. I would definitely suggest that. I did that as a new coach. But your goal for this month is to hit Success Club 5, which means that you help at least 3 new people get started with a challenge pack, or maybe, you know, somebody just buys Shakeology, that's 1 Success Club point. But for every challenge pack that you sell, which is a workout program combined with a 30-day supply of Shakeology or the packets, you get 2 Success Club points. So if you have 3 people sign up with the challenge pack this month, that's 6 Success Club points, and you hit your goal, okay? And you can do this. Like if you're posting every day, if you're inviting every day, if you're following up, you can hit Success Club even in December, which kind of can be maybe a little bit slower month, but people are going to get excited towards the end of it. Definitely be reading your personal development at least 10 minutes a day. You can listen to it. Like I actually listened to The Slight Edge as a new coach. It's basically the same book. They were trained by the same person, but seriously, don't skip that part. Track the people that you're in conversation with, get a binder, put it in your calendar, you know, do a Google Sheets document or use that business activity tracker. Keep up with who you're talking to. There's no secret to being successful in this business. It's honestly just putting yourself out there. Doing it when you're afraid. It's inviting. It's not being defeated when people tell you no or don't show up or whatever. You know, you kind of have to you have to develop a little bit of a thick skin in this and be willing to take some criticism or to take some no's because people are going to say no. They're absolutely going to say no. So expect that right now, today, day one. People are going to say no, but you can't let that stop you because, again, you just want 3 people. 3 people. And I can guarantee you, if you stick with this through the no's, so many of those no's will later become yeses. They'll keep watching you. They'll watch your results your challengers are having. They'll see your excitement. They'll see your results personally, what's happening to you, and they will get on board, okay? And so it's a lot of information. Are you laughing at me, little man? Is he laughing at me? It's a lot of information, I know, for like call number one. But just trust us. Trust me and Timmy. Trust your coach, whoever that might be. If it's not me, if it's somebody else, you know, in our downlines, just trust us. Just show up every single day. Do those 4 vital behaviors every day, and you'll see success. I'm not saying they'll always be easy. I'm not saying there won't be valleys. There will be definite hills and valleys, but it's so rewarding. It's such a blessing coaching has been. You know, like just spiritually for me and confidence wise for me, like it's just transformed me as a person. And I give all credit and all glory to God, but it's been an awesome ride. And I'm very thankful for this opportunity. And it's why I continue to share it and run these Coach Basics groups and teach you guys how to do it, because it works. There's a reward in it, not just for yourself, but for the people that you're helping. And it's just kind of awesome, to be honest. So that's all I got. Rachel, you got any questions? If you don't, that's okay. You will sometime. So yeah, first things first, post that coach announcement. It's good. It's definitely the first thing that you need to do. And then we'll go from there. You'll have questions, and people will have questions of you. And, you know, that's just kind of how you start. Again, you just learn by doing. And that's where you got to start, is with your coach announcement. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'm sure Christy will get back with you after the baby goes to bed, because she's excited about you. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go to bed then. Thanks for showing up. Good night.